They say time is everything. Manage it well. Honor the past. Plan for the future. You carry your past like a shadow. You build your future like a fortress. And in between, you try to live. But have you ever noticed that the more you dwell on your past mistakes, and the more you obsess over what's to come, the less alive you feel now? You're not alone. We've been taught to believe the present is just a bridge, a short, fleeting moment, sandwiched between two greater things, what was and what will be. But what if that's all backwards? What if the present is the only thing that's real? Not a fleeting second in a ticking clock, but the eternal. And what if the past and future, so heavy in your thoughts, are just illusions? Not real, just mental noise, just echoes and projections. Osho once said, "There is no time in existence, only mind creates time. Existence is always now." Let that sink in. What you call past is memory. What you call future is imagination. Neither exist anywhere but in your mind. The present is the only place where life actually happens. But we're rarely there. We're almost always somewhere else. Regretting, rethinking, rehearsing, worrying, preparing. And so we miss it. We miss the only moment that's truly ours. This moment, the one where you're hearing these words, the one that's unfolding right now before thought can touch it. It's subtle, but it's everything. Maybe that's the great trick of the mind, to keep you bound to things that don't exist, to trap you in a story of before and after, so you never arrive at now. And we're so used to living in that illusion that we begin to confuse thought with truth. We think, I am this way because of what happened. I will be happy when this thing happens. I must fix the past. I must secure the future. And the present, it becomes a means to an end, a stepping stone, placeholder. But what if the present is not a stepping stone? What if it's the destination? And more than that, what if it's the only place eternity ever shows itself? Osho said, only the present is alive. The past is dead, and the future is unborn. One who lives in the present lives in eternity. This changes everything. It means you don't have to fix the past. You don't have to control the future. You don't have to carry anything forward. Because everything you need, peace, truth, clarity, is here, now, already. But to see it, you must be willing to pause, to let go of time not as a concept, but as a lens. You must be willing to drop the mind that lives in when, and return to the space that only knows now. This video is not about fixing your life. It's not about reprogramming your mind. It's an invitation, not to understand the present, but to fall into it, to be washed by it, to dissolve in it. Because once you taste the present, you'll know you are not a prisoner of time. You are the witness, the awareness, the stillness underneath all ticking. And in that stillness, there is no beginning, no end, only now, always now, and maybe that's eternity. Time is a mind thing. Existence knows nothing of time. Trees are not worried about tomorrow. Rivers are not carrying yesterday. Only man has forgotten how to live in the now. Osho, the art of living and dying. Time, it sounds objective, measured by clocks, ruled by calendars. But what if it's just a psychological experience, a trick of the mind? Osho constantly reminded us, time is not real, only the present is. In the Book of Secrets, he writes, the past is memory, the future is imagination, the present is the only reality. It is through the present that you enter eternity. It's a radical message, because everything in society teaches the opposite. From the moment we are born, we are tied to timelines. Your past defines you. Your future will complete you. So we become obsessed with correcting the past through regret, therapy, shame, or obsessed with shaping the future through ambition, planning, control. But the present is invisible, too quiet, too still. So we overlook it. We rush through it as if it's not where life actually happens. Osho's vision is clear. To be free, you must become timeless. not by erasing the past or denying the future, but by recognizing they're not here. Only the present is. Meditation, Osho says, is the art of dying to the past and not being born into the future. It is dying into now, completely and utterly. Think of your own life. How often are your thoughts about what's happening now? And how often are they about what happened or what might happen? Even your emotions are tied to time. Guilt is about the past. Anxiety is about the future. But peace? Peace lives only in the present. Because when you drop time, even for a breath, you are no longer a person with a name, a history, a purpose. You are presence. Still, alive, infinite. Osho tells a story of a man who came to him and said, "Master, I cannot meditate. My thoughts are always about my childhood, my failures, my dreams, my fears." Osho simply replied, "Then you are never here. And if you are never here, you will never meet truth." That's the key. The truth can only be found now, because now is the only thing that exists outside of thought. The present doesn't need to be remembered. It doesn't need to be predicted. It only needs to be entered, softly. And when you do, you realize that eternity isn't endless time. It's the absence of time. It's this breath, this stillness, this presence. It's not linear. It doesn't stretch forward or back. It simply is. Encourage. The joy of living dangerously. Osho says, if you can drop the idea of time, even for a moment, you will be reborn. In that moment, you will experience the deathless, the unborn, the ever-fresh. This is not an idea. It's not something to debate or define. It's an experience, and you don't achieve it. You simply allow it. In silence, in surrender, you watch the thoughts about past and future arise, but you don't follow them. You return to now, again, and again, and again, until you notice, now never left. You just wandered off. Even pain, when experienced in the present, loses its weight. Because what burdens us isn't the pain itself, but the story we attach to it. The moment you stop spinning stories and enter the raw sensation of now, you are free. Not because the pain is gone, but because time is gone. And in that timelessness, there's space. Space for healing. Space for truth. Space for being. That's why Osho didn't give techniques to control life. He gave meditations to dissolve time, to bring you back here, to the unbroken, unwounded, unlimited present. Because only here can you taste the divine. Only here can you return to who you truly are. Not your history, not your future dreams, not even your personality. Just presence, unformed, unbound, unhurried. That is eternity, and it's waiting, not in another year, not in another life, not after enlightenment, but in this breath, right now. There is no past to fix, no future to control, no story to carry forward. Only now, only this. The more you try to hold on to what was, the more distant you feel from what is. The more you chase what might be, the more you miss what already surrounds you. So pause. Close your eyes if you wish. Feel the breath, not the one before, not the one after, but this one, this quiet moment that asks for nothing from you. No effort, no improvement, no becoming, just being. Osho never gave you a destination. He didn't give you a map to eternity. He only pointed to what has always been here, waiting, patient, unmoving, timeless. Drop the past. Let go of the future. You are already standing in the door of the divine. You have just forgotten how to look. Osho. So look, not with your eyes, but with your presence. Can you sense it? The stillness beneath the movement, the silence between the thoughts, the eternal underneath the ordinary. Maybe you don't need another plan, another timeline, another explanation. Maybe you just need to feel your own existence, before time, beyond story, outside identity, right now. No beginning, no end, only this. Maybe this is eternity, not a place, not a goal, not a forever stretched out ahead of you, but a single moment, so deep, so total, so present, it becomes everything. So sit with it, not to arrive, not to understand, just to dissolve. And if thoughts come, let them pass like clouds. If memories rise, watch them float and fade. You are not the thought. You are the space in which it appears. You are not the time-bound self. You are the awareness untouched by time. And in this space, there are no answers, no conclusions, just a quiet invitation to stay right here, not for long, not forever, just for now, because now is all there ever was, and now is all there ever will be.